Sam H and Ben Hur, you may have heard of before, as Tigers open things up with a Vengeful and a Leshrac to start things off. That's exciting.
Benj is one of that. Swap is essentially just a staff that you twice, and
True. Well, in a way. Yeah. I mean, you can also
swap is essentially just a kind of
four staffs in a way, which kind of four staff. And yeah, I wouldn't maybe make that that comparison myself, but you do you. Next Assassin taken up by Detonator. No surprise to see that first bit coming out. But what I like about this is that you already set yourself up to have a very powerful, aggressive tri-lane if you use it, and you can also have a powerful support, and you can also do so many things with this, and it just gives nothing away about your draft yet. It's also two very picks.
Yeah, either of these like heroes could literally be any.
You can do so many things with this, right? And it just gives nothing away about your draft yet. Okay, so I'll see how Detonator to respond to this one. Already eating through a amount of their reserve time already. I would raise the Terror Blade and the Shadow Shaman out pretty early on. I think it's got rid of the Oracle, the Magnet, the Nature's Prophet. I was kind of expecting a Darkseer from Tigers since they first got rid of the Oracle, but apparently not.
I think they might be. I think Oracle might be. He's also
Darkseer from Tigers since they first. Yeah, he's incredibly strong in the lane. Destroy low HP here versus Leshrac is so nice. Like just the ability to keep armor, sorry, the magic resist, 100% magic resist with his W, and then my plus of pure damage with the E. Like burst damage does so well versus Leshrac. That Puppy was saying on the couch on Dream League was that whenever they see a Leshrac, they're always looking to pick up Lion, they're always looking to pick up Oracle. These two heroes can just dump. You know, they do like I think it's 1,200 magic damage between them in the space of about a second. And Leshrac can't cope with that. He needs a BKB before he's got any other item, which he can't build as a Leshrac, so it puts him in this horrible spot.
It kind of puts you in the spot where like
Leshrac can't cope with that. He needs a BKB before he's got any other item, which he can't build as a Leshrac. So
then you're winning if you know the end of the draft. You're winning. It kind of puts you in the spot where like make them draft around you. Then you're winning if you know. The other thing with Lesh is like he kind of got. Not dumpstered, but he got a little bit worse, a little bit past
yeah. Yeah, we're on D now. That's the one. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. What did they change?
The level like the early.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because people were just leveling that stuff. And tower super early on, so it forces you to put some points in it, which I think people are kind of doing anyway, but it also stopped like the early, you were talking yesterday, last game about how people supports like to kind of brawl each other now and kind of play off the lane a lot, and of course if that's the case with the Leshrac, you are winning every time, because the moment they get away from those people, the Diabolic Edict, they're just going to melt to you. So yeah, that's surprising.
That is a little worse, it's actually that bad. At level 2, like it went from 20, they're just going to 22 to 20, which isn't that bad. It went from that is a little worse. It's actually that bad. Level 4. Maxing out was actually. It's not that bad. He did still get a little bit of.
Yeah, it wasn't the full hammer. It was just a gentle tap.
It was actually. It's not that bad. Something will get a little bit of. There's looks like they've only picked up Nick twice.
It was a gentle tap.
Like official matches, and they've won both times. That's actually a hero that Nick's well against. I'd break that boy, and he all of a sudden went like the tankiest hero in the game to not a very. That's actually a hero that Nick's.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised they picked that one out into the next assassin, but hey. Apparently they decided to anyway, but also the Spike Carapace is relatively easy to get off first to tide as well. He's got a lot of AoE spells and such, so yeah, pretty good hero against this guy. So this puts Tigers in a weird position though, where I guess Tide's gonna have to be their offlane now. So it's Ben carry, or are they just really going for the Venge strike support there?
I think we're gonna see a.
This puts Tigers in a weird position though, where I guess Tide's gonna have to be their offlane now. So it's Ben carry, or are they just really going for the Venge strike support there?
I think we're gonna see a. I don't know. I've seen mid Tide Hunter a few times too, and I think if a team's gonna do it, it's gonna be Tigers.
Deadly Tide.
I don't know.
You never know. You know, could be a thing. Lich picked up by Detonator.
Mid AA.
Deadly Tide. But we don't really see Ven could be a thing very often anymore. She's usually in that core position, so.
I think so.
But we don't really see Ven very often anymore. She's usually in that core position.
One of the most picks here.
But we don't really see Ven very often anymore. She's usually in that core position.
One of the most picks here.
Yeah, go for it. Lift up by Detonator, of course. Nice, well, physical attack resistance. Going to help out the Vengeance Aura from Venge hitting too hard, especially with that anti-armor wave coming in as well. So, nice, well, physical attack.
Because like we saw Lich kind of like not fall off,
hitting too hard,
like get a little bit less, like less fight. Like it wasn't because like we saw Lich kind of like not fall off, and kind of seen a bit of a resurgence now in this run at you. Like, all right, let's just frost armor the tower, frost our heroes, and go. And that's how let's start the running.
Yeah, I like this Juggernaut pickup though, because if they didn't take it, then Detonator certainly were, because Lich Jug is a pretty mean lane. These two heroes work very well together. She could go for the Troll instead. That's interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure how it does versus the Jug in the core, to be honest. These two heroes work very well together. She could go for the Troll instead. That's interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure how it does versus the Jug in the core,
I think Troll win. On the that and potentially bash this Juggernaut.
Yeah,
this Juggernaut
maybe.
Really spin away. It's a KB Pierce done. Potentially bash this Juggernaut. The root.
Yeah, maybe. Also, it's very nice for the Troll to just be able to pull Omni Slash, and he can just wait until he's low HP, pop that ult, and the moment Jug comes out of the Omni, he's just gonna get chomped up by the Troll Warlord. It's pretty painful. So yeah, it's not like a very one-sided matchup though. I think it's whoever gets the farm really. And if Troll Warlord's in this one position, he's probably gonna need this Battle Fury in order to farm efficiently, unless they want to put the Troll in the Ember safe lane. But I don't think that's gonna happen. And if Troll Warlord's in this one position, he's probably gonna need
then you're
this
putting
Battle
Ember
Fury
safe
in order to farm efficiently. Unless
I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see these lanes be very.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think that's also important. That's why you see a lot of people like you saw a lot of people back mid. They you can run a 3 bat and then just go jungle, and that's why you see more like a Nix bat. Actually, Detonators are looking for their off. You can run a 3 bat and then just go jungle. Yeah, the bat's gonna be really bad here because Venge exists.
Yeah, that's swap cancel. But yeah, I mean,
you were
take back what I said about the Troll mid for sure, though, because like Troll just does so well versus Tide, not to match them against each other. That's the reason to pick this hero. And the final pickup's gonna be a Duxia. Take back what I said about Troll mid for sure, though, because like you're still hoping for the Tide mid.
I think it's possible because I think they're gonna try to pair this Tide up.
And the final pickup's gonna be a Duxia. Okay. They can pull it off, but I mean, mid and the ones which you can't rotate round. You can't swap those lanes really. It very rarely happens.
No, it's
so.
bad ad.
Okay. They can pull it off. So yeah, we'll see who gets the shared tangos, and then we'll know.
Yeah. They're all just gonna buy their own tangos. Just really
very rarely happens.
No, it's bad ad.
So yeah, we'll see who gets the shared tangos, and then we'll know.
Yeah. They're all just gonna buy their own tangos. Just really very rarely happens.
All right. Closer than I would have thought. Tigers now down to their last pick, though. That I'm taking away. What's it gonna be? All right. Any predictions?
I'm really hoping for an offlaner.
Now down to their last. I know you are.
I'm crossing my
I think they're gonna go Shadow Fiend. Yeah. Oh.
I like it.
That was a stylish call.
Really hoping for an a lot better than the thought.
I think they're gonna go Shadow Fiend. So definitely gonna be holding it down in the middle lane on the Shadow Fiend versus Bench the Spirit as well. Does feel like a fairly good matchup for Dendy there at mid. Meanwhile, Velo's unless it's a troll. That one definitely favors a troll and Dark here, throwing Iron Shell creeps at the Juggernaut, but Juggernaut is does feel like here, to be honest. He's just going to happily last it under lane. It might even go aggressive with the Leshrac engine Tide and try and put some more pressure on this Troll Warlord. That could work out pretty well for them, but it's just fairly good. I mean, it's mostly physical damage if you ignore the Leshrac. I don't know. The Frost Shield could come into play in a big way down this bottom lane if they have to, so yeah, very interesting draft coming out here.
How they're gonna run their lane.
The Frost Shield could come into play in a big way down this bottom lane if they have to, so yeah, very interesting.
Almost like if you can get this Dark Seer eyed in this, how they're gonna run their lane. Have them like just farm each other. Drive each try. If you can get this Dark Seer, what it might boil down to. Have them like just farm each other. But Nick's Dark Seer's a good lane at running it. But Vengeance and Jug are also very good at not getting run at.
That's true, that's true. They have ways to not be run at, which is very nice.
You know, for a long time, Magic Missile like level 1 nukes getting run at.
Yeah, I mean, still pretty damn good, but not definitely the best anymore. Alrighty then, let's get into it. Game number 1 in this best of 3 between Tigers and Detonators as we get into this matchup. And who are you voting for game number 1? Where your allegiances lie? Crasheroni?
The old school Dota player in me goes, oh, I see Detonator.
Who are you voting for game number 1? Wait, we're getting some prime chat here.
Like the old Dota, like this next Dark Seer, I see Detonator. But I'm gonna have to put my eggs in the Tigers back.
Yeah, I think it's hard not to. I think they've just kind of got the better lanes coming out, and as we've seen time and time, phase 2 hard, but it's very difficult to come into this game. And I don't really see Detonators here as doing that. But I'm still not going to discount them. And as we know, Tigers playing in a qualifier, it's always going to be exciting. They never let things be too easy for themselves, do they?
No, they never quite do.
I'm still not going to discount them. And as we know, Tigers playing in a qualifier, it's always going to be exciting. They never let things be too easy for themselves, do they?
No, they never quite do.
Our starting build from the Shadow Fiend is going for obviously the 2 Shed Tangos, the Fairy Fire, the 2 Enchanted Mangoes as well, and the 2 Circlets. So really kind of just hoping to be able to use the Shadow Razors to secure the last lane of CS and get his level 2 up and then get the Necromastery. It's definitely the plan for Dendy. And the 2 Circlets. So
both teams
kind of just hoping to be able to use the Shadow Razors to secure the last lane of CS and get his level 2 up and get the Necromastery. It's definitely the plan for Dendy.
Here's to see if we're going to see a trialing. Trialing.
Jug's going to be Sam H here, so they're getting the information they want, that's for sure.
Here's to see if we're going to see a trialing.
But yeah, I mean, I talked about them tri-laning with the Tide, but they could also definitely tri-lane with the Jug. Sam H here, so
Ember just
want, that's for sure.
Last game.
But yeah, I mean, I talked about them onto the high ground, but they could also definitely just walk in there into the tower range. Didn't find anything. No ward has been placed as of yet. In fact, he's not even going to get one in the middle lane. So, yeah, a little bit of fighting going on for the runes right now. Top lane, Fellow fighting it up, but does actually get the bounty rune. So, Tigers, they're going to be finding themselves 3 bounty runes and leaving the side of Detonators with only 1. For the runes right now, top lane, Fellow fighting it up, but does actually get the bounty rune.
It's a bit more recently.
Tigers, they're going to be finding themselves 3 bounty runes and leaving the side of Detonators with only 1.
A little bit more of that recently. It's kind of a very taboo topic in the SF community for a while.
Well, it comes down to, and as we're seeing here, no surprise, The Ember Spirit just immediately popping that Flame Guard and running forwards. You need to be able to pop that Flame Guard. Exactly. You need to be able to pop the Flame Guard. And also, Ember's got 61 right-click damage, and he's a melee hero as well, which makes it very difficult for a Shadow Fiend with 43 starting damage to be able to... Yeah, I mean, you need the raises, otherwise you just not get anything from his first lane. Then you don't get level 2. Velo in some trouble, actually, as he comes under tower, and now being blocked up by Fly Solo. More just Frostblast coming in time and time again. Velo just slowly being run down here in the top lane, but he's probably going to be okay, I think. And some tips being thrown in the bottom lane, and Velo going for the TP out. He's got another Frostblast available, doesn't quite find the kill, and Velo will make it away and heal himself up, and he's did the creep wave for the enemy. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that one.
It's going to be a single pull, so actually it's not even going to be a single. This heal creep actually has it all covered.
For the enemy? Go, buddy, go. Heal. Heal.
Actually, it's not even going to be
Velo puts an end to that shenanigans.
Yeah.
Go, buddy, go.
Double stun here. So this is the power of the Krylan here. That double stun, that easy.
Blocks coming in. 1437 going to be in some trouble. Stun comes out. The split up comes from for a response, but 1437 is already gone. Samage gets a kill, and the Venge goes down.
Darkseer Nick is
Talking of
I was very surprised that it took so long.
Well, here comes a stun, and there comes a split up as well. They've got the spin to work with if they need it. They are going to throw it down, but the surge not enough to help Samage get away, and they get a quick return kill down here in the bottom lane. But you're giving away first blood on a tri-lane. That is really bad. That really hurts. No. Meanwhile, Velo still having lich problems up here. Stick at him like a leech. That is really bad. That really hurts.
I cannot believe
still having lich problems up
this lich is he's just
done out again.
So
Split Earth again. This time they do not have the Blade Fury to work with, but he won't be able to run away. Not fast enough from that surge. And RR gonna go down here at bottom as well.
Here's that's when things start getting a little fishy here. We've gotten first blood, but now you that wasn't working.
Yeah. Yeah, so they've realized, wait a minute, guys, we just gave away first blood to the Trident. This can't be happening. They've turned it up a gear. And they're getting ahead of things. Meanwhile, Dendy's done very well in these first few lanes in the middle lane as he's got this bottle delivered to him now. That's going to help him out with the regen, help him spam out these Shadow Rays a little bit more. You don't want this Ember to be just kind of pushing out the waves with Flame Guard and going to the jungle and getting more efficiency out of this lane than you. That's going to be your job. That's why Dendy goes for this bottle, and will be probably fighting pretty hard for these runes, I would imagine, as well, with Ben Harris. He's got a bottle of his own here. This is classic. This is El Clasico. 2 bottles in the middle lane, Dendy in the middle lane. You know, this is taking me back. I'm loving it.
Bringing a tear to my eyes. This is beautiful. I don't think I've ever... It's so long since I've seen something like this.
2 bottles in the middle lane.
Gorgeous. It's 2 bottles and a Dendy SM.
Yeah.
Bringing a tear to my eyes. Wow. It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever...
Oh, Samage running around with his again. Doesn't have a ton of health, but they know the Lashrak isn't here, so they're more incapable of doing this aggressiveness. They're just going to let the Nick Assassin tank the creep wave as much as he can at least, and they themselves will use the Iron Shell to get the CS here. Ooh, who's something? I guess a deny. Nick Assassin tank the creep wave as much as he can at least, and they themselves will.
I can't. There are people who didn't know that he applied to break people. So someone asked me if the reason why Assassin was pick someone. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of those patch notes which kind of snuck through, and it's only the very last sentence of the descriptions. It doesn't even come up in the bottom text. The stats and everything, so it is one of the ones which could get away from you if you're not keeping your finger on the ball. Meanwhile, mid lane, then he gets a kill onto Ben Hur as the razors come through. Yep, that's a haste rune and Shadow Fiend, very difficult to get away from, and that's going to be Dendy kill in mid. Then he gets a kill onto Ben Hur as the razors come through. Yep, that's a haste rune and Shadow Fiend, very difficult to get away from.
I level.
Yeah, we knew this lane was going to be hard, but this is really bad. Byside manages to dodge out the split earth, but Raven running to the bounty rune. Is he going to get there in time? Axion's going to fly. Raven realizes that this might not be happening, goes to deny instead, and now will accept his fate. Meanwhile, 1437 going down in the bottom lane as Sam H will find that kill. So a lot of blood spilt for these bounty runes. A lot of blood. And
they actually, like, the blood at the bounty runes decreases over time while the gold increases.
Yes, yeah. A lot of blood. And
SF, so I think this is normal. SF, they go like one bracer, one Wraith Band.
Yeah. This is just, ooh, Ben-Hur getting low again as the rotations come into the middle lane just to make sure this Emma's going to be okay. But yeah, so the reason you go for the Bracer and the Wraith Band is because most people go for the Guardian's Greaves on the Shadow King right now, but that doesn't give you many stats. So you do need to kind of stats putty yourself with these budget items here with the Bracer and the Wraith Band. Most people go for the Guardian's Greaves on the Shadow King right now, but that doesn't give you many stats. Sam H being chased away at bottom as Raven comes in. He sees the Arcane Rune. He goes for the deny, but that was never going to happen. Sam H is like, yeah, I'm just waiting. And that's another bottle. he's got a bottle on Sam H as well. 3 bottles in the game. He goes to deny, but that was
why not?
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Let's see what this flash is doing.
He's got a bottle on Sam H.
So what he's done here is he's got the null tally. Diabolic Edict back. You know, he's got Diabolic Edict pre-patching it. Usually we see like double bracer just right into double crown. Diabolic Edict back. You know, he's got Diabolic Edict. But I mean, it's not bad.
Oh, mid lane, stun out onto Fly Solo. I think this guy might be dead. 1 raise, 2 raise, the fear comes out, but the 3rd raise will land, and Fly Solo is dead. A nice little rotation from 1437 finds a kill in the middle lane. Top lane, fellows just having fun with some Troll under the tower here, but Troll really having a fairly nice time of things. In fact, most heroes having a pretty nice time except for Velo. Everyone's got loads of CS except Velo, and Ben-Hur also having a bit of a tough time in the middle lane as RR goes down at the bottom here. I think that might have been an Omni Slash. Yep, very quick death, and I didn't quite catch that, but that was RR going down on the next assassin. RR goes down at the bottom here.
Thought about this. Slash is very good against Darks. Darks is gonna do shenanigans like this. Then you just Diabolic Edict him down.
Yeah, right. We're talking about players that play away from lane, and Sam H is definitely that. He's trying to fight up with Raven here, but with Juggernaut coming in, Sam H is not going to win this fight. But Raven, he's not giving up just yet. Still chasing forwards, but Sam H now comes in, and my Diabolic Edict is gone. Caught with your pants down. Raven could be in some trouble. The Finn comes in. No, it was a bait all along. They will find the kill. Meanwhile, Denji goes down in the middle lane as Detonator rotate onto him. Wow. Okay.
Being a fast
baits on baits.
Do that for you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Denji goes down in the middle lane as Detonator rotate onto him.
Obvious.
Wow. Okay.
Being a fast
Baits on baits.
Do that for you.
Yeah, 379 is pretty speedy.
Although he's very squishy to be, I think less obvious withable.
Okay. Deal with the ball. Yeah, that's true.
I don't like a Lashrak at like 20 minutes in having maximum movement squishy to be running my squishy stuff at the very.
It is. 137. Coming forwards, gonna find the Lich and the Nyx Assassin, but they've got their eyes on Denny here as the Frost Shield comes out. Denny coming forward, trying to play aggressively here. Oh, Ben-Hur could be in some trouble. The fear comes out, split up down onto Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin is going to be the casualty in this middle lane. Fly Solo running down the lane. 1437 has a stun in 1 second. Will he be able to get in range? He will not, it looks like. Up until high ground, they don't have a ward to follow up as well, so that will be a clean escape from the Lich. As a bit of violence in the... Again, they're trying to put more pressure onto their Shadow Fiend in the middle lane, but Tigers are responding to it well. So that will be a clean escape. Meanwhile, up in the bottom, no, sorry, down in the bottom lane, it's the Juggernaut who's having a pretty free time of things right here. Highest net worth. But then again, Troll's pretty much the same boat, so it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. I'm also interested to see what the Troll actually builds this game. He can go for the Battle Fury if he wants to try and farm things up, or he can go for something a bit more aggressive like an early drums in Sanjin Yasha and just try and chase people down. It's really up to him, but either way. Oh, I like this early rotation from the Juggernaut with the Omni Slash available as well. It could result in a kill, especially if the Ravage comes out. Let's see what they can pull off here. Roll.
Oh no! They heard this and they are going.
Yeah, they are like this. Ultimate is. Boys, let's get them, but they're struggling to close the gap here. They will at least find the bounty rooms.
Bounty rooms and towers should be the casualties.
Yeah, they are like this. Ultimate is.
TP down to the bottom lane though, and he has queued up the Battle Fury.
They will at least find the bounty rooms. All right.
Battle Fury Troll. Ben is working. It's very hard to get through level 6.
Yeah, a lot of people consider the Battle Fury Troll to be kind of core. if you want to, you know, if you're the win condition in the game, then it's pretty cool. You've got an Ember, so maybe you can rely on that guy to be doing the damage, but I think, yeah, go for this. Meanwhile, Dendi moving in onto the Ember Spirit here. 2 raises come off, and that'll be enough to chase him away. You can rely on that guy to be doing the damage.
I'm personally not a big fan of the like magic damage Ember build, so I think there's a lot more value in Ember being the one farming, like buy those bots and just have a lot of early game and just being able to farm the map very, very heavy.
Oh, Omni Slash in the bottom lane, going on to the Nyx. He's running towards the creeps, but those are the enemy creeps. He's not going to jump onto those, unfortunately. Nyx, will go down. All they get, one in the trees there. Ben-Hur taken out. Dendi looking forward, but beautifully landed. Sam H is going to try and surge himself away. Dendi has a raise in 1 second. It's going to be... Oh, never mind. He runs through the entire team. He's going to go down here for sure. He could have run into the trees, but instead wanted to try and get to safety. I think he didn't have a TP. He did have a TP. All right. Just
Troll was hiding in the trees. I think he kind of wanted to not get Troll.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't want to. No, pro players don't make those. Meanwhile, another kill for the Juggernaut. This time in the middle lane. Might he be punished for this though? Ben-Hur's coming in and trying to chase him down, but he's so damn fast with this phase boots and jump of endurance. He's actually going to turn around and sweep up these creeps as well. Man, this Juggernaut is going pretty insane right now. 4-5-8. All swap into the Nyx. They don't get the sentry down in speed in time though. Sorry, what was that?
Jugs to hear that.
Hold on, Ben-Hur's in trouble now. Up onto the high ground. Magic Missile will follow, but he's going to be okay. Nara's thinking of following. But yeah, I mean, this guy is 20 movement speed, phase boots, drums, like he is Flash.
I bet he's gonna take the 50 movement, and I bet he's gonna get a radiance.
20 movement speed.
Drums radiance the build quite a few times.
Okay, I'm gonna doubt that one maybe. Swerve comes in and finishes off the lich as Yoshimoto comes in, looking for some heroes as well. They're all kind of trying to play around each other as Dendi gets started on, but Edgy just blows up RR inside time. Ember jumping away there, dodging out the Swerve just about in time. And now, oh, nice dodge on the Magic Missile as well. Ben-Hur being very elusive in this middle lane, and that will mean that Tigers will not find a kill onto him. Just about in time. And now, oh, nice dodge on the Magic Missile as well. Ben-Hur. Meanwhile, Sam H continues to farm the jungle. Now has this Vanguard, so pretty tanky Darks here. Wants to go for the Hood next as well, so just kind of a gentle, an even layer of resistance. Well, towers are falling left and right. I mean, there's a lot of rubble across the map on the dire side of the base because all the tier 1 towers have gone, and the tier 2 tower's gone as well. There's a lot of rubble across the map. Where is...
So it looks like Sumail was the one who went that looks like it was...
there was a Miracle... Yeah, I think it was Miracle.
Miracle played it versus Vega. Did a weird one though.
Very weird one, yeah. That was the first time I saw Jet Radiant.
Yeah, the one Miracle did was like, Miracle played it versus Vega. I believe it was like Octarine.
Very weird one. That was the first time I saw Jet Radiant. Neat.
Yeah, the one Miracle did. It was kind of like the I don't know if you like the experimental lifesteal build people started doing. Oh, you buy the Reigns and then you buy the Shiva. And it was like someone took it one step further, and I forget who it was, but it went like Radiant, Shivas, and then like Octarine and something else.
God damn, there's always that one guy that goes too far.
It worked. They won the game pretty convincingly. Oh, there's no way to kill this lifestealer, and he just
there's always that one guy.
Consistent damage.
Look at the value that Nyx Assassin just got out of that vendetta there. They're just scouting out 3 heroes moving forwards on the bottom lane. But the Juggernaut's just getting to work on this tactic again. We need to see some action coming out of Detonator right now, but they don't have the Battle Fury on their Troll. They don't have a way to fight, and they certainly don't want to fight into Ravage right now, so...
They're not going to want to fight into this Radiant Shrug.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Alright, you called it. No one will ever doubt you again.
It's because of the movement speed, right? You get the 20 movement speed, then you get the 50 movement.
No way.
You get the Blade Fury.
Right. It's also really good versus Troll.
Oh yeah. Fight him forever. As well as Ember as well. And if you can, heck, if you can keep up with these surge targets on the Darkseer, why not?
Yeah, sure. All tier 2 towers taken right now. It's a 5k gold advantage for Tigers, but it's feeling like a lot more right now. As they're moving on to this high ground, Greaves nearly completed on the Shadow Fiend right now. And they'll just keep on mannering up, and onto the high ground they go.
So scary.
What did Detonator do? I mean, they haven't actually taken a fight yet, and then comes the wall. Okay, that's nice. They're going to get immediately eaten up, and... well... Is this a
it is something, it's something that's taking the brunt of the diamond.
Yeah. Vacuum onto the siege creep. Nice. One play comes out from Raven, and this tower is still going down here. 458 so far forward, doesn't even care. He's got himself a relic, and he is just going to work on this range barracks now. Moving across to the melee barracks. Detonator. This is your face.
They just don't do anything right now. They just don't. They can't.
And there's your Ravage coming through onto 4. Omni Slash takes down Fly Solo as well. Tiger making it look easy right now. They don't even have the level 15 talent. They don't even have level 12 on Dendy. Alright.
This is just a casual. This is a casual 15 minutes. Right.
Making it look easy right. The thing, these lanes didn't even go bad. This is just a straight up outdraft, I feel.
Yeah, and I mean, like you just said, this is a casual 15. Dendy's not even like 15 or 12. Like, there's no presence or effects building. There's no like decent level of Requiem. There's no real team fight. It's just right now Detonators that don't do damage. They just finished Battle Fury in full, and their Ember doesn't have Maelstrom. Decent level of Requiem. In Nexus Assassin, you can't do things. There's just no damage.
Yeah, I think the Ember is the biggest problem right now, being like right
Ravage down. Bit of space. Nexus Assassin. No, he's got the Radiance. No damage was after.
Yeah, I think the Ember is the biggest problem right now.
I want this to be the Maelstrom. Bit of space.
I mean, do they need more magic damage? They've got a less track kind of Shadow Fiend. I mean, it feels overkill to me, but... Troll in the middle lane. Ping's coming out on him, but stun is going to be thrown to the Darkseer instead, and 458 on top of him here. Vacuum Wall comes out. I'm not sure that's a good idea. They're not going to do anything. Sam H just annihilated by the Juggernaut and Avenged. This damage
told me that Darkseer had a Vanguard, I wouldn't.
No, literally. Not going to do anything. He just got annihilated there. Alrighty.
I'm gonna say that he blew up there.
Certainly did.
Detonator.
Very nice. Very nice. None of that, please. None of that. Come on.
Sorry.
We put ourselves above that. Roshan is going to go down, and the 8 is in the pockets of the Juggernaut as if they needed any more survivability. Well, I mean, he didn't even have any survivability. He's fast as hell. Can't catch the guy. Troll Warlord coming very far forwards in this bottom lane, but Dendy is here, and there's that Ato's coming down onto the Troll Warlord, and now Leshrak starting to do the damage here. Solo comes in from behind to give him a bit of support, but more heroes coming in from Tigers. They're looking towards the Nyx Assassin set. They want the easier targets. Go for the TP out. They don't have anything to cancel this. The Splurth is a little bit off the mark, and that does mean the Nyx Assassin wave.
Yeah, no, right. They want the easier targets. Go for the TP out.
Average for a Nyx Assassin. A 2.4k net worth Nyx Assassin.
Look, excuse me. I was 100% right about this Radiant Struggle before I came.
True. I'm gonna stop that. Not the call and a half. Ato's dodged out by the Sleight of Fist, but the swap is not dodged out, but the behind it absolutely is. Ben-Hur juggling spells right now. He's like, yeah, you can stop me in. No issues. Oh, okay, this is one side effect of the Radiance. It's just easy stuff now. To the Nyx Assassin. He's loving this. He's like, thank you very much.
Yeah, and it's a love my character as well. It's a 12404. Wow, so like this not even 15 on the SS. There's no presence
Atos.
Literally just eating.
Wall comes out again as they run full tips. Black Carapace's going to start a bunch of heroes as well, but the spin forward is going to annihilate Nyx Assassin. He did what he could to make this fight work, and they just firing a bunch of spells into the bottom lane, and absolutely nothing happens. They still don't want to commit to this one. Troll trying to push his own lane out in the top lane, but they're losing, and then comes the Ravage, and they blow up Ben-Hur. So much shenanigans from you. The racks being taken down. Troll, he's getting to work. He might get a tier 3 out of this, but there's actually a rotation coming down here. No, it gets cancelled. It gets cancelled. Yeah, but the bottom racks do finally fall solo. That's going to be the Atos coming out, and the damage from Electrac is way too much. He's going to go down. Meanwhile, Benha, he's going to be eaten as well on the low ground, running out as well. Sandage trying to surge away from this one. Will he be able to actually escape onto the high ground? He is. They're trying to play around. Also fighting up with this one as he will stun up the Venge, but the Razors, well, second Razors actually misses. The Troll's now coming into this one, doing a bit of damage. Stun comes out onto him though, but the Frost Shield, they get two on the high ground with a vacuum. He's going to die for this one, but two heroes is sitting up here for the time being.
TPs. Neither of them have TPs. They cannot get out.
Venge getting low, but they're going to focus on the Shadow Fiend here, and they will be able to bring him up from the swap up to the high ground, brings Raven down to the low ground, able to get that stun off, and now the Atos out onto the Troll Warlord is jump and spinning through. Troll Warlord has to work with him, just being run down. They just play swapsies, taking it turns to stay up on that cliff, and the GG is called. Even when you clip two heroes, you can't win a fight. That means the game's over. Game 1 going to Tigers in a very convincing fashion. I mean, they didn't even come out the laning phase that hot, but they just knew their heroes, they knew their timings, and they knew what they had to do to win, and then they did it.
I don't even think there was a
Tigers in a very convincing fashion. I mean, they didn't even come out the laning phase that hot, but they just knew their heroes, they knew their timings, and they knew what they had to do to win, and then they did it.
I don't even think there was a
mereka loh tadi Pak. Atlet lah korek.
Iya, ada yang lawan sama kon. Ini berkurang dari dulu, aset belum. Nah, di out maksat itu nah. Dulu. Dia out tidak dua ya. Before Tiger. Oh, sampah loh. Korea dia.